The WNBA Conference Finals are underway. Both series are tied a game apiece. Court hanging out this morning with an expert talking ball for her newest series, Play Like a Girl. I love the name.
Okay, so I'm still working on the title, but I kind of want to go with that, Play Like a Girl, right?
I like it.
Because we're taking it back, right?
Yes.
And celebrating female athletes in all sports. But we just happen to be in the semifinals for the WNBA.
Yes.
So Alicia J is here with us this morning from CBS Sports. Also, We Need to Talk, the podcast. We need to talk now.
Yes. We always need to talk now about women's sports, okay?
Absolutely. And can we start off, since we're talking about the playoffs and such, you know how much I love Ellie the elephant from the Liberty.
Ellie is everything.
She is everything. But unfortunately, they're out. But the coach also taking an exit.
Yeah, what's really important to know about this is technically they're still the champions right now because we have not had a new champion. They're in the finals right now, or the semifinals right now, trying to see who is going to be the champion.
Yeah.
But Sandy Brondello, the head coach for the Liberty, they parted ways with her. And there's been a lot of conversation, around this because not only about women coaching in the WNBA, but also just like the grace that is given to women's coaches. Like she is a reigning champ right now.
And she's
and they still parted ways with her. I mean, they had a really rough season. It wasn't just the play of the players. It literally, there was health involved, a lot of injuries, and they just decided to part ways. So there's a lot of conversation going on.
Okay, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But right now, as you mentioned, the New York Liberty are technically still the reigning champs as we're going through this semifinals. Okay, so let's talk about the brackets because the format is different this year.
Right, the format has changed a lot. And as we know, women's sports in general is just blowing up. And so they have changed the format accordingly so that we have more WNBA basketball to watch. Who is not going to be mad at that, right? Like, I'm not mad at that
We're
at
not
all.
mad at it at all.
But now the first round, which we already went through, is the best of three, which is 1-1-1. Now we're in the semifinals, which is the best of 5.
Okay.
So you're going to see more basketball. And for the first time ever, the finals is the best of 7.
Which the NBA has been doing forever.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The NBA has been doing it. Now the WNBA is doing it, and you're going to see more games. You're going to have more chances to watch this amazing basketball. And then on top of that, the players who have been battling out all season are going to have more chances to win that championship.
Okay, that's good stuff. Okay, so now let's break down the different plays that are happening. So you got the Fever, the Aces, but there've been a lot of injuries.
Man, the Fever and the Aces are both teams that people did not expect to be in the semifinals. The Aces are an amazing team with a championship pedigree. However, they had a really rough start to their season. And in August, they had a 53-point loss to the Lynx that I think woke them up. And they also have Nalissa Smith, who they have acquired on the team, and she's been amazing. And so they went on a historic 17-game winning streak to get to even get to the playoffs. They ended up number 2 overall, and so that was a shock. But then you also see the Fever, who have had literally five players go out with season-ending injuries.
Dang.
I mean, think about your team and having 5 players that are completely out. And so one of them is Caitlin Clark, obviously. And so when you look at that team, it was very improbable that they would be in the semifinals as well. So it's a matchup of 2 teams that aren't even really supposed to be there. Playing,
which is crazy.
And now they're 1-1, so it's definitely a matchup that you want to watch.
A'ja Wilson, MVP, right? One of what, 4?
No, she's actually the only WNBA player to have 4 MVPs.
Wow.
And in my opinion, and this is just my humble opinion, but I believe that she is the best women's basketball player right now. So anytime you get to watch A'ja Wilson is really truly something that you should cherish because she is so young still, and to have achieved what she has achieved and to watch her caliber of play, I mean, that's just something that everybody should be excited to
Especially
watch.
with the scrutiny that's around her playing in the first place, right? She's handling with grace.
She's definitely handling it. I mean, I think every player in the W right now, especially Black women in the W, they have had to go through a lot. There's been a lot that they've had to deal with, and she's certainly one of the players that has had to.
Okay, just a few seconds. I want to wrap it up with Lynx and Mercury.
Now, when you think about this, the Lynx have been number 1 all season. So people expected them to be there. They expected them to be there. But they just lost a 20-point they were up by 20 in the last game over the Mercury, and they lost the lead. They actually went into overtime and they lost the game.
It's kind of heartbreaking to watch, yeah.
It was one of those games where, you know, when you're at a game and you see somebody like leaving and you're like, why are they leaving so early?
Yeah.
This was one of those games you didn't want to leave early.
Yeah.
You didn't want to turn it off because they were up by 20 points and they ended up losing. Phoenix came back, they rallied, they did not give up the entire game, and they won it in overtime. So the
that's
series,
why you don't give up until the game is over.
You sure don't. The
Okay.
series is tied at 1-1, and it's another one to watch. Both of these games are going to be really good tonight.
Absolutely. Okay, so as you mentioned, both games are tonight, which will wrap up the semifinals, and then by next week we will get into the finals. We might be getting closer to a champion.
Yes, we are definitely going to be closer to a champion.
Yeah.
It's something that, you know, if you're not tuned in, we can still be friends. We can still be friends.
Still be friends.
But you should definitely tune into these games because it's some great basketball.
I love it. All right, will you come back for us next week?
Oh, anytime. Anytime
it.
I get to talk with you about women's sports, I'll be back.
Excellent. She is Alicia J. We're linking all the details to follow her as well as We Gotta Talk, or We Need to Talk, and We Need to Talk now on the podcast as well. All of that is on our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info in today's date. Play like a girl.
Thanks, Court. Thanks, Alicia.